a pretty cool craft to show you guys, and it involves using up your old crayons, broken crayons, or just crayons that you want to make into a cool shape. For those of you who feel as if you are too old for coloring in coloring books or using crayons to do anything in general, then this is a great craft for the little kids in your life or the people who are kids at heart and just love crayons. How cool would it be? Like, how much would you love to get like a friggin' heart-shaped crayon, a giant heart-shaped rainbow crayon, or just plain colored heart-shaped crayon? This was shown in my Joann Fabrics haul. These are mini heart molds. It's a silicone baking pan, and it's originally $10.99, but if you have a 40 or 50% off coupon, you'll get it for much cheaper. And then this was in my Meijer haul a while ago. This is another silicone pan, but I think I got this for 50 cents, and I got 4 of them. So yeah, watch my Meijer haul and my Joann Fabrics haul if you're interested. And I am filming this on the same day as the Joann Fabrics haul, so that's why I look the same and have this beautiful heart necklace on. You guys know I'm obsessed with heart necklaces, right? In this box are a bunch of old crayons. I bought a Crayon Maker years ago, back when I thought it was so cool, and it's a Crayola Crayon Maker. I only use Crayola crayons. Any of the other ones I don't like. It comes with a mold to make 3 crayons, and I have a mold in there to make animal-shaped crayons. This Crayon Maker, I mean, it works. It seriously takes, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes to make 3 crayons. Sometimes there's not enough wax to fill up the entire thing, and then you have like a hollow part at the top of your crayon, and it just drives me nuts. Here's crayons that I actually made with the Crayon Maker, and here's what I mean about the top. So I have these refill sets, and I got these on clearance for $1, and there's quite a few crayon pieces in these. I mean, you can't get these anymore that I know of. There's glitter ones too. Yes. And then I also have this box full of refills. I want to use them up because I'm not going to use them in the Crayon Maker. Making a crayon this big, it's not practical for coloring in coloring books, especially for younger children, because then they'll just color out of the lines. Although then again, younger children do usually use the fat crayons, like the So Big Crayola crayons or whatever, to color with because it's easier for them to grip. I think it would be a good idea if you're making garage sale signs, birthday party signs. It would be so much easier to have something this thick to write out everything on the sign than have something this thick. Giant tip for you guys. Giant crayons make making giant posters giantly easier. That probably made no sense, but it was fun to say. And I forgot to mention, a lot of you may know already, but I have an entire video on all of my crayons, markers, pens, and pencils, oh my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. That's how I came up with the title. Anyway, yeah, go watch that if you haven't already, if you want to see like all my Jelly Roll pens and all my crayons and stuff. Because, yeah, some of the ones that I showed in that video I'm going to be melting up. Oh my goodness. And transforming into hearts. So first I sorted out all of my naked crayons, which are the ones without the paper. As you can see, I was really into crayon making with that Crayon Maker machine. You want to depaperize all of your crayons, shed them of their clothing. You just peel it off. Ooh, public indecency crayon. Bad. This is a shy crayon. He's a little bashful. There we go. So you want all your crayons to look like this, and then you'll break them up into pieces and put them in your silicone pan. Then you're going to take them, and you're going to break them, and you're going to rip them up, and you're going to roll them around. Isn't that like a Grease line? I forever will know like every single word in Grease, even though I didn't even know the right words for that. But it's at the part where they're like talking about football, I think. Go right down. Alright, but anyway, it's hard to break at the end. Oh my god. It's like trying to fold paper too many times. After the crayon is like a certain length, you can't do it. But you're just going to break them into very tiny pieces, as tiny as you can. Tiny enough to fit in your mold and to be able to melt evenly and stuff. As you can see, I am breaking crayons. Every little piece I'm putting in, just kind of randomly. And you can do color combinations or whatever you want. Just to give you guys an idea, I filled these all the way up to the brim, and it's okay if you have a couple crayon pieces hanging over or like, you know, just higher up, because there's gonna be some empty space when you put crayons in, so when it melts down, it shouldn't overflow unless you put them way overflowing to begin with. And here's how I did the bottom layer of some. Here you see that I filled every single compartment of this heart baking container. If you get this particular baking pan, each compartment is the equivalent of about 2.5 to 3 regular sized Crayola crayons. Be sure to set your silicone baking pan on some sort of flat surface, as in like a baking sheet, a metal baking sheet, and preheat your oven to 230 degrees. And then you're going to bake for 15 minutes. Go! So then we're going to put these in, and it would be a safe thing to put an oven mitt on when putting them in, but I put it on when I'm taking them out. I'm careful when I put them in, but yeah. Then we got to close that cave and let them bake. We're almost done. We're waiting for the few seconds to count down. Tick, tick, tick. Come on. So then we turn the oven off. We open it up. If they aren't completely melted, then we turn the oven back on. And you can just, you should have checked them before you turn the oven off. Anyway, some of them are melted fine. There's just a few that need a little bit more time. This time they are completely watery and melted. If you move them and they look like that, then you're good. Just be careful so you don't like make them spill over. 15 minutes may be the correct time depending on your oven. Maybe some of yours are hotter than our oven is. But I baked for about 19 minutes. Actually, like a lot of them were done by 15 minutes, but there were a few that weren't, so we left them in for 19 minutes instead. So at this point, you can take them out if you want and set them up on the counter, or I'm just going to leave mine in there and let them cool and harden in the oven. As you can see, the molds aren't completely full, so if you want to add more crayon pieces to some of them and rebake, then you can to fill them up more. These are pretty thick, so it's going to be a decent thickness of crayon anyway, and some are more full than others, but my crayons have been cooling for about maybe half an hour and they're still hot. You really ideally should wait until they're cool to pop them out. I just popped this one out and here's what it looks like. If you want to make them cool down faster, you may be able to pop the tray in the fridge. I don't know about the freezer. You probably could because you can put clay molds in the freezer, so I don't see why you couldn't put this. So I popped out most of my crayons, but I'm just going to show you how I do it. You just kind of, and they'll pop right out of there. So I'm pushing from the bottom, and you got to be careful about this. Usually you shouldn't be doing it in midair, but then it should come out really easily. Let's see how this one turned out. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so let's show them all of them. The tray, gets a little bit waxy afterwards, so you can just wash it out between batches if you don't want certain colors to get in your next crayons. Also, crayons are non-toxic, so if you wash this out really well, you can still use this for food, for jello, for cupcakes, for chocolates, whatever else you put in these kind of molds. Here's the 24 crayons that I've made so far, and look at how cool they are. And I made plain white ones to draw on black paper with or dark paper with. So I don't recommend putting white in your mixture of colors because then when you're drawing on white paper and you run across a chunk of white, it won't be the greatest thing in the world. So I think I got all of them filmed. Yeah. That one, did you see that one? I don't know. I really like this one. I know it's dark, but it's really pretty. So let me know what your favorite crayon is. That one's really pretty up there too. Here's batch number 2, 24 more lovely heart crayons, and I have a lot of glitter ones in this one. I used all of my Crayon Maker refills, so I used all the glitter ones, all the neon ones, and all the like red, blue, orange, and white ones. And then yeah, there's neon rainbows. Some of them do this thing where they like, see that orange one? It's like orange and gold. See that? That's cool. Yeah, that's my purse back there. My Tennessee purse. Oh, finally, here they all are. Woo! All these heart crayons, yay! And I'm not gonna even want to use them because they're pretty now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this idea. Hopefully it wasn't too lame for some of you. I think it's really cool and cute and creative and innovative and recyclable. Yeah, recycling old crayons is always great. Check out all of my links in the down bar. Check out the videos that I mentioned at the beginning. Check out my Twitter, add me on Twitter because I like to tweet, and my Instagrams and my Facebook fan page. And you guys have a great rest of the day. I will see you soon. Have fun coloring. Bye. Phone. Ow. I love this pan. It's bendy. Ready? I was blowing dust. I thought I saw a piece of dust. I actually made a lot of these in the Crayon Maker. That probably took hours. It probably took me like a month to get those crayons, and then they ended up like all breaking. So that's not very happy. Break, 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 break those crayons. Ah. Break, 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 break those crayons. I just heard that song on the radio today. Not break those crayons, but shake your booty. You know what I'm talking about. That is like a guilty pleasure song. You can't not like it. This is green yellow. Why I'm demonstrating with green yellow is because you don't really use green yellow a whole lot because it's so light. I don't know. I don't really use green yellow a whole lot. So let's get to baking and whatever in the oven. In the oven.